This video is prepared to extract the grades from BB Learn for EGN 3203 for this semester. The video will help you to extract the grades, analyze the data to link them to each CLO, prepare the grades to be able to copy it and paste it into the gradebook. In case if you had a student who wrote the exam on a paper rather than taking it online, I can show you a way of extracting the key answers from BB Learn. Right. Login. Go down to the course where you are teaching assistant, engineering economics. Go down to the grade center, click on the CRN for your own section. Mine is 11036. In case if you don't know it, just get it from the portal, the home page. Now, just double checking, I have 21 students, all of them are here. Click on the grades here, download result. This one is the right tab. Format of result, instead of by user, make it by question and user. Click to download. It is waiting, takes a bit of time. Usually I like to open it to view it before I save it. It tells you, is it secure? Yes, it is. Now, these are the raw data that we got. Now, if you look at the question IDs, before everything, let's insert the full name of the students. This is done using the function concatenate. Then for the first text, you're going to select first name, comma, quotation mark, space, quotation mark, comma, then last name, close the bracket. Life is good. Drag it all the way down. Now you have these names, but actually they're functions rather than names. When you click on them, you look at fx, it's a function. So you need to copy that and paste it as a value. So copy, paste special, say select values, say OK. Now the names you have here right now are full names, and it is a text, it's not a function, unlike the other one. Now I don't need these three ones. Delete. Now I need to set up a column for CLOs, and I usually like to do this except this one. Yeah. Right. Now, for the question IDs, you cannot use the one that was sent by the table because the questions were randomized. Just to give you a clue, look at Yusuf Ibrahim. First question is, under what circumstance would the rate of return would be? And if you look at the second attempt, question 1, it's gonna be find the simple interest. So they're not matching because they were randomized. So when you come to filter them, you have to filter them by questions rather than IDs. To do that, just go to sort filter. In here, you go to unselect everyone and select the first one. Let's look at the first question suggested. This says this is the cost index, and this is supposed to be actually in learning outcome 1. Just to show you, I was analyzing the data and I found out the questions versus the CLO as per the email that was sent to us earlier by the course team leader. So cost index is on the paper is question 2. It is course learning outcome 1. In our raw data is going to be question number 1. When you say CLO1, drag it all the way down for all students. Just double checking. This is about the cost index. Right. Now, deselect the first question, go to the second one and say okay. Let's double check the second question. The second question here will be the present worth, which is within CLO2. Let's have a look. This is also about the present worth. So here is going to be CLO2. Copy it all the way down. You have to continue this way until you get all the questions. This one is about proposal. It's going to be question number 3 is the American German hospital. Is it? Sorry. Yeah, the American German hospital. So that one is going to be CLO4. Just double checking. Yeah. And you can drag it all the way down. You have to continue this way. Oops, I forgot to save it as my computer desktop. Call it, first make sure you select Excel sheet and then call it what you like. 3203, I'm gonna call it V4 on the desktop and save. Right, now if you select all the questions while you're half the way, you're gonna see that some of them are allocated the CLOs, the other ones are not yet. So you have to continue all the way, selecting 4 and continuing. Now I need to show you the other one more time to give you a quick look. So question 1 in the raw data is CLO1, 2 CLO2, 3 CLO4, 4 is 4 still CLO4, and so on. I can send that by email. I've prepared one of the results here. Let me have a look. Yep, I think it's this one. Right. I used even a pattern for the CLOs. I have all the questions in. Now, if I want to create a pivot table, I have to select my range first and then go and say insert pivot table, and you have your range, new worksheet. Yes, okay. Now I'm gonna call it pivot, and then in the pivot we need in the rows to have the full name. In the columns we need the CLOs, and we also need the values, which is the auto score. Right. Now these are the grades per CLO. In order to process it further, to make each CLO out of 100, we have to make a copy, and I need a new sheet. I'm gonna call it out of 100, and here I say paste special again. Go to values so you can have the numbers, otherwise you won't be able to do it, to adjust it or add columns and so on. Right, showing the name of the students. I'm gonna insert one column to the left of each no, sorry, to the right of each CLO. I need to format this one. Come on, alignment, go to justify and say okay. Sorry, go to select them and say format it to the text alignment should be center across selection. Right, now for this learning outcome, if you remember, the possible points were 15. Learning outcome 2, the possible points were 20. Course learning outcomes 3 is supposed to be 30, and this one is supposed to be 20. Right, just double checking the values. I don't want the sum actually. It's alright, yeah. Auto score. Right. Now, this one, I'm gonna say it's divided by 15 times 100 and drag it all the way down. Here, this one times 5, drag it all the way down. This one is out of a 30 multiplied by 100. I have to drag it down again. Last one, it's this one times 5. Now just want to double check, insert. This one is equal to 1, 2, oops, sorry. This one is equal to 1, 2, 3, and 4, which makes 62. The numbers are matching. Life is good. I don't want this. Delete. Right. Now, the only issue is with CLO4, because it used to be out of 35 and now it's out of 20. So probably if we're going to insert these grades out of 100 for each learning outcome, we will have a slight difference in the results, because the grand total right now is out of 85 and multiplied by 100. These are supposed to be the results as in BB Learn. I've tried to analyze further the data, and I've discovered that the numbers will be slightly different if we put them the way we are putting it right now. That's something I need to discuss with the course team later. Right. Oops. So now the grades are ready. You can copy and paste it into the gradebook simply. Now, for extracting the key answers, sorry, just I need to double check before I go to the extracting the key answers. If I want to check the grades for each student, and I would say ascending is the easiest way. So I have, sorry, first name, ascending, right, Abdulaziz, Suleiman, and so on. Let me have a look at the grades here. If I have Abdulaziz, he's supposed to be getting 72 72%, which is correct. The second one is 80, 94, 74, 87. Right. View, freeze pane. This makes it easier to move around. So this guy is 80, 94, 74, 87. Life is good. Now, the last thing that we need to do is extracting the key answer from BBLearn. This one, you have to go back to the My Courses. I would go to Engineering Economics, go to My CRN. Now, you have to have a look at the attempt for a certain student, and usually I like to select the one that got the lowest mark. This guy did not succeed to submit online, so he did a paper-based, and I will tell you why I like the lower marks. Here, because you don't know what is his given answer, you just have to look at the correct answer. In order to print this, you have to select it in the old-fashioned way. I would go from the last point is easier. So you have to select it. And then copy it. After that, you paste it into a Word document. Control C. Now, the other thing is when you're comparing the student's attempt, probably again the sequence is different than what you're gonna see on the paper, and that's because I chose a different student attempt. Or actually, this is the guy who submitted, so I will have exactly the correct one. So question number 1, I have the correct answer, and continue. Don't forget to save it, then print it. Happy marking for everybody.